attack those probes. There's nothing Stork can do about it, and he's probably going to be able to clean this up before too long. But this is, I mean, he's got the robo. Where's the observatory? There's got to be an observatory somewhere. Oh my God, if he doesn't have an observatory, it's going to be horrible. Where is his observatory? The Zerglings went down, it looks like. Where's your... Oh, there! Okay, so he has an observer. I didn't see the observatory, but finally the observer comes out. He's going to be able to clean that up. But he was stopped mining for a while there. And these... Oh, Archons are going to get surrounded, and they're going to take out a lot of Zerglings, but finally going to... No, they don't go down yet. They're almost dead, though. There they go down. They tried to run away at the last second, but they do go down. So those... He actually didn't lose as many probes as I thought he would. Or as much mining time. He was still mining from the other side of his base, but still, that was a lot of mining time he lost there at his 2 bases that he can't afford, and also didn't get his 3rd base up in time either. So anyway, a lot of Corsairs in the air. Oh, being attacked by... Not quite. That's only 4 Scourge. I think I need a little bit more Scourge for a group. And there we go! A huge survival of Scourge bearing down on the Corsairs, splitting perfectly, taking out half the Corsairs. Nicely done. Like I said, I was inspired by the singular of boars, and I decided that an ironic name was appropriate for a group of Scourge. Anyway, taking out a few of those Corsairs. He still has air control though, but and Stork not losing as much. That could have been a game ender right there if those lurkers had taken out more probes, but they didn't. If he's able to get that 3rd base up, he's still going to be in a good position. He doesn't need that 3rd base right now because Effort's still only at 3 bases, but he could really use it pretty soon. Effort's going to get a 4th pretty soon, and anyway, he keeps trying to get that 3rd base up, and he hasn't been able to. Effort's been doing a really good job of keeping him from getting cannons up in that location, so he's really delayed it a lot, and he's had to delay getting some units because. And here he comes in with another run by Stork. You need to get some crap in that gap. Crap in the gap. It's like Jack in the Box is all their name. He's killing off some cannons there, and he goes in with a few Zerglings as well to the other base. He's gonna try and take down that expansion. Stork's caught trying to defend his natural or his 3rd base. He's gonna send some zealots over to the 3rd base. I guess he's just gonna depend on the probes to protect his natural expansion because he really needs to get that 3rd base up. He's been invested a lot into trying to get it up, and so he really needed to get that going. And finally, whoa, he needs to run away to that cannon back at his main. Okay, the Scourge are just going to chill instead of running into the cannons. He's finally got a couple DTs in that gap. But now we see Effort starting to make some other units. He really, actually, I just realized this, other than those lurkers, he's been making barely any gas units, and now he's finally starting to make gas units. He's got some Hydras in the mix now. He's got more lurkers here. Templar are out. Got those High Templar. He needs those High Templar. Can't lose them to Zerglings or anything like that. Effort trying to move into this 3rd base before it's really put together yet. Stork trying to hold him back from those cannons so he can get the cannons warped in. The cannons barely warping in time on the left. There's a lot of lurkers, but he needs storm. He needs to storm those lurkers. They're all clumped up. The High Templar coming from behind, but I don't know if they're going to be able to get there in time to really hold this off, or if they're going to be able to have a safe route to get over there. A bunch of units coming out here. Effort is really not kidding around about it. This attack. Here he comes in. Storm's going off. First storm not effective, second storm more effective, hits those lurkers. He's got the observer in play though, able to finish off those lurkers, doing a ton of damage. Zerglings coming to try and protect those lurkers. Just a single lurker left, is killed off most of the units, but most of the cannons are going to survive. I think this 3rd base is going to stay up. And Effort, look at this, he's just routing tons and tons of units. He is like almost all in with this huge attack. He's not getting a 4th, actually I think he's getting a 4th base on the left side of the map now, but he is just pumping tons of units at this base, just trying to maintain an advantage there. And look at this, he's still got those Scourge hanging around. Okay, he does have a 4th base actually at the bottom at about 5 o'clock. I didn't see that before, and he may be getting another base up at the left. That could just be an Overlord hanging around there or something like that. That would kind of be a silly place for a base, actually. Wow, Scourging a single observer there. Now he's got the mutas out as well. But, man, look at Scourging another observer. He is just going really, he was just really putting a lot of pressure on that 3rd base. And basically this whole game, that's what he's been doing, is trying to keep that 3rd base from going up. And now it's finally up and defended. Now he's just going to get more bases and play a longer game here, is what it looks like. Looks like he's going to set up a contain. He's got a nice little field of lurkers going on. And whoa, what's going on with the shuttle here? It's going to go in for a storm drop at the main. Let's see, or maybe Dark Templar. It looks like a storm drop. Here he comes in. He drops a single Light Templar. Nice storm. Takes out several. Oh, the second storm doesn't quite get as many as one would have hoped. He's going to just drop a Zealot out to be annoying. And that was weird. Was that an observer that just died? Anyway, a single Zealot's just going to hang around back there, and when the drones come back, the Zealot's going to run in and try and kill him, I guess. Unless the meters aren't going back that direction. Whoop. Wait, what's he doing here? Is he loading up a different Templar? A bunch of Zerglings coming in, this time towards the natural expansion. Not quite enough, though. I think they're just posturing, just trying to being in the way. He's trying to mount up. He's got Zerglings. He's got Mutalisks there as well. He's spending a lot of money on Zerglings, though, in general. I really think he might be... Well, no, he built a bunch of Mutas, so that... Never mind, he's not really saving up gas that much. Fourth base is up and running. Here he comes in. Oh, nice storm on those Mutas. He does take out one of the Templar, two of the Templars. The third one gets taken out by Zerglings. This third base could fall to this Mutaling attack. He drops a Templar out of the shuttle. It needs to cast the storm, though. It looks like it doesn't have enough energy. He's bringing in reinforcements, but he doesn't have enough reinforcements. This third base is going to go down. I don't know if Stork has the units to defend this right now. He's running his probes out of the way, but his army is completely out of position. Finally, some Zealots coming in here, but it looks like he might be doing a bit of a counterattack as well. Oh, Effort stops paying attention to the Mutas. They all get stormed to death. Defilers are in the mix now as well. That's where he's been spending his gas on tech. Swarm going down on those Lurkers. Wow. So, although the Swarm's not going to do a ton of damage, since all he has is Zealots and High Templar right now. Okay, now some Dragoons coming in, so that's going to be effective against them. But wow, this is a huge attack coming in here from... And that's where those Zealots went. They went down to that fourth base. He can probably take out that fourth base. I don't think Effort has anything to defend that, but he's got a Nidus Canal there. Some Hydras popping out of the Nidus Canal to try and deal with that. And Effort is doing a really good job of scourging observers. But he is going to take out that third base of Stork. Stork is going to be in huge trouble unless he can take out that hatchery, that fourth base hatchery there, because he just spent a lot of money on that on those Zealots to take out that expansion. And it looks like he's not going to take out the expansion. Some storms going off. Finally, the swarm wears off, and he's going to be able to take care of those Lurkers. And he actually saves the Nexus. I don't know how he managed to save that Nexus, actually. But those Zerglings are crack upgraded, so no Nexuses will be saved ever again in the future, because those Zerglings are going to be so fast to take down buildings. And Stork, now mined out of his main, is really going to be in trouble if he loses that third base. He really needs that third base very badly. Plagues going off now as well. It's going to make the Observer visible for among other things, doing a lot of damage to those Dragoons as well. And Stork, for some reason, is attacking in